Massachusetts. Now, this is a continuation of, I guess, what's become a series now of me drawing US state maps. I really enjoy doing these because A, they're an education for me when I draw them, and obviously you guys very kindly in the comments chip in with little bits of information, little snippets. So I do get a good education in state names and maybe the reasons behind names and things like that. So I really enjoy doing these, and it seems like you guys really enjoy watching them as well. The support on these videos has been fantastic, so I can only say thank you for that. So we're going to continue today. Now I'm going to start over here in the west, and then we'll move over here to the east because the west is much more simple than the east. Let's just say that. If you're not familiar with this map, you will see what I mean. Okay, so I'm going to start over here. Okay, so there's some nice straight lines over here. There's a little, it's like just a little bump here. Almost looks like it shouldn't be there, but it is. Now, this was... Okay, my straight line drawing skills are not the best, so you'll have to... You'll have to excuse me for that. Okay. This was a request. Please drop down below what state you would like me to do next, because I am sort of half blind in this, and if someone really wants me to do one, it does sort of turn my head and make me think why. Now, this was a request, and the reason why I was attracted to it was because it's well documented that I am completely terrible at pronunciation of place names, and looking at the map that I have as a reference here, I see that there's a lot of place names that are sort of English derivative, so I think this must have been one of the first places the Brits settled when they came over to the continent, because there is a lot of British inspired names. Okay, so that's one of the reasons. Now I'm just gonna... Okay. Now we want to go down here. About that much, I think. Slightly across. And down further still. Yeah, I think that's about right. The reason I wanted to get this was I needed a reference for, I want my perspective to be right, if that makes sense. So, up here we have... almost like a sort of set of stairs. And this comes over and slightly up again. Okay, I'm gonna come back to up there. Actually, I'm gonna... And then there's a very thin part here. Yeah, as you can tell, the coastline is not the easiest to draw. This is probably my biggest test, I would say. I mean, the Hawaii video, which if you haven't watched, I would recommend you go and watch, was a bit of a challenge, but this is certainly a test. Okay, this comes under and over like that. Okay, and then yeah, okay, I'm fairly happy with that. I'm fairly happy with that. And then I just wanted to reiterate my thanks that I gave in the last video for the incredible support on the recent videos. It's been genuinely very, very heartwarming, and it's not just, as I mentioned, it's not just the views and the likes and the subscriptions. That is obviously fantastic, and I really appreciate that, but it's also the comments. I've been enjoying the dialogue, so please keep commenting. Please keep letting me know what you think, because I really like hearing from you guys. Sort of sounds like I have attachment issues, but I don't. I promise. But no, I do. I do really like hearing from you guys. Especially, I love when someone maybe gets in touch that they're from the area that I've drawn, and that's super cool because I know for a fact that I've never stumbled across a video, or maybe I've. Hang on. Okay, that line is sort of cutting things off, but you'll just have to roll with it. Okay. So where am I? I am there. Wait, where am I? Oh, I've lost where I was. No, I haven't. No, I know where I am. There we are. Okay, you just have to bear with slightly. So yeah, as I was saying, sorry about that, I just had to concentrate in that little part there. I really enjoy when people get in touch with me saying that they are from the areas that I've drawn, because as I say, yeah, I've never come across a video that's sort of drawn the area that I'm from. That's maybe touched too thick, but oh well. Okay. Sorry about that. I just had to readjust my arms. I had to peel my arm off my desk. Okay. So where are we? We are here. Okay. Okay. This is an incredibly complicated map. And I'm gonna have to use every single last bit of paper here. Okay, we go up, then we go west, and then that comes way down in a little strip like that. So just imagine that has a little bit of width to it, but I can't show it because the pen's too thick. We're on a budget here, folks. Okay. I keep losing where I am. I've never had this problem before. Okay. That could be a bit more rounded. Oh well. That's a little bit thicker here, but that's okay. sweating. This is intense. I wish you could see how intense this has gone. Okay. Right. So this bit's not as bad. I've just got to make sure that I get my size right. Maybe it would be easier for me to come from this way because there's a very complicated area here. Oh, okay. Guys, I'm struggling. You're gonna have to drop a like for this coastline because okay. So we're around Salem here. I'm about to get tried for being a witch. I feel like my pen might be on its last legs. And I just want to match up. That looks more like a golf club than my reference map. Oh well. You win some, you lose some. Okay. So that's yeah. This comes back in. Okay. Oh, and breathe. Voila. So, if I could maybe make a few changes, it's very, very difficult to get the sense of perspective correct down here because you've got so many intricate shapes. It's very difficult to get a good sense of size. So the gap between these two coasts here could probably be a touch wider. And I sort of butchered this a little bit, but you're going to have to forgive me on that one. Okay, let's get it all in shot. Okay, and breathe. So that's our shape. Now, let's do some cities, shall we? First of all, we'll do the state capital. Let's do this in orange, because orange shows up better. There we go. So that's a star, because I know American capitals, or that's meant to be a star, American capitals are denoted as stars, and that is of course the state capital of Boston. Very big city. I'm sure many people have heard of Boston. Then here we've got ourselves Cambridge. So Boston and Cambridge, both places in the UK. Boston in the UK is nowhere near as big as Boston in the US. Cambridge, maybe comparable sizes. Cambridge has a very famous university in the UK that's one of the best sort of 2 or 3 in the country, along with Oxford, and I believe St Andrews in Scotland is supposed to be a very good university as well. Okay, well, we're getting off track. Let's put up here Atlantic Ocean. Okay. Now, I'm going to refer to I've actually made some notes. I'll just briefly show them. There we go. I've made some notes because I was unsure last time as to what to include, because I didn't know what was the biggest cities. So I have here that the 5 largest communities in Massachusetts are Boston, Cambridge, which we've already. This is in no particular order: Boston, Cambridge, Lowell, Springfield, and Worcester. Now, I'm not sure. I'll do Worcester next because. Oh, apologies about that noise. Worcester is about here. Because I'm not sure how people from Massachusetts would say. Do they say Worcester or Worcester? I don't know. Maybe I'm being patronising, but yeah, in the UK, this is known as Worcester, and there is Worcestershire, and that is Worcestershire sauce. That's where that comes from. Or Worcestershire, if you're a hobbit. So, oh, there we go. We'll go up here for Lowell. Is it Lowell? Lowell? I don't know. I would guess, because it's double L, that it's Lowell. I would guess that it's Lowell, but yeah, maybe I'm talking rubbish. And then down here we have what I think is the 3rd largest community, which is Springfield. There we go, you get the impression. Okay, now we've got a few things that. Oh, excuse me. Okay, down here we have. I hope you can see this. Yeah, that comes up well. Buzzards Bay. As some of you may be screaming, I just do not have the space to draw Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket Island, but they are down here, just off page. Okay, let's do this, shall we? Because I think it's unfair to leave them out. So let's do this. Okay. Martha really couldn't decide a very polygonal shape for her vineyard or vineyard. I think it's vineyard, but it has an E in it, which is throwing me off slightly. The shape isn't going to be the best here because I'm trying to do it quite quickly, so I apologise. Okay, and there's a little thing here. With some things here. And this is. Where is my blue pen? There we have it. This is going to be a long video. We have Martha's Vineyard. whatever you want. So now we have, I'm going to do it down a little bit further down here. We've got two little islands like that, and then it sort of comes down like that. It's sort of like that. Okay. And that is so I guess what you do in maps is you sort of box it, don't you? Like that. Like such. Okay. There we go. Right. Back to your regularly scheduled programming. Okay. I'm just gonna, just so I can get the writing correct, we have Cape Cod Bay, and this is known as Cape Cod, I believe, this bit here. Obviously Atlantic Ocean, we've got that. We have here just above Springfield and then it comes back in. Sort of like that colour shape rather. Excuse me. There we go. And I'll just fill this in. Again, these shapes aren't exact, and I wish I could do a little bit better. I do, but this is what we have. Oh, excuse me, that's my notes hitting the floor. This is probably my only chance to mess a pronunciation up today. Cobbin. Is it Cobbin or Quabbin? I would maybe guess Cobbin. Cobbin Reservoir. And then finally, very, very finally, up here, we have, drum roll please. Oh, there we go. Mount Greylock, which is a total of 1,063 meters, which is 3,489 feet. Feet, FT. There we go. Okay. Wow, that is probably the hardest one I will do. I'm trying to. Yeah, there's a river in there, but I can't really see exactly where it starts and ends, so I'm going to leave it out. But there is a Connecticut River in there. Okay, let's finish with some of my fun facts, shall we? Because I know you've been waiting with bated breath for my fun facts, so I can't disappoint the audience. Massachusetts is known as the Bay State, or the Old Bay State, or the Pilgrim State. The city of Boston was established in 1630. A couple of firsts that happened in Massachusetts. The first Thanksgiving is said to have happened in Massachusetts, in Plymouth, which is also a British place name. And the first battle of the American Revolution in 1775, the battles of Lexington and Concord. And as I mentioned previously, the 5 largest communities are Boston, Worcester, Springfield, Lowell, and Cambridge. Okay. And I can breathe. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed the effort that I put in for this. It's probably the most complicated and hardest map that I've had to do. But I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. I certainly enjoyed making it. Once again, thank you for the support recently. It's been very heartwarming. If you made it this far in the video, thank you ever so much for sticking with it. And I think all that's left to say is, if you've enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and